Woo, Ryan, guess what? It's show number 100.
Hey, the meat glitter make that kitty quiver. I'm just saying. Check this out.
Yeah, Steve, let's see your wiener.
God bless.
There you go. When you take your shirt off, does it match your chest hair?
You okay, Ryan?
Yep.
You took a little too big of a gulp, didn't you? Got a little brave.
No, this one's,
What was that? It said didn't play the video clip.
Did it stop it?
No,
I was gonna say, it did sound like it ended a little short. Anyways, get your intro.
Anyway, it's Thursday night, everybody. It is another edition of Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. Welcome to the room. I am Steve Kress. I am with It's All About the Barbecue. And during the week, you can find me working the aisles in lovely, beautiful downtown Downers Grove at Wanamakers. And the man sitting next to me, as always, the chairman of the board, the man, the myth, the legend.
I don't know if I go that far.
He kind of looks like he's wearing like a velvet tracksuit today. I know you're wearing
the same jacket that you have on.
I know you're wearing, but I don't know. On me, it looks classy. On Ryan, it looks like he's in a jogging suit. I don't know what it is.
Wow.
Maybe it's the t-shirt. Everybody, tell me I'm wrong. It's the t-shirt.
All
right. All right. It's Ryan Hoagland of Barbecue Blackstone and Beer. Ryan, how are you this week?
Did you break out my last name for the first time on here? I don't think you've ever said my full name on here. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I'm doing great. It's Thursday night. Glad to be back for another Thursday night barbecue chat episode. How are you doing there, brother?
That was kind of smooth. I'm doing pretty good. Everything's great. You got your handle of Tito's there. Is that why we're a little jolly this morning?
No, I haven't actually. We got our
look at that little
comments. We're testing out some new features that StreamYard has. Let's see how this goes.
Well, anyway, thanks for everybody coming in tonight. Ryan, you know what? We have finally reached. Why is it on my face?
Because you want to be on that side. It might change once we get
we'll get the other guys when we get their guests up. Let's do right now. We have finally come to the full assortment of sponsors. Yeah. Ryan has just put together another sponsor video, hot off the press. I kind of still longing and missing the creepy one from last year, but
I still have it. Or no, I just deleted it out of here. I can play it again.
This one's probably a little bit better. So Ryan.
Thanks, Star.
Let's go to the videotape.
Melinda's Hot Sauce, bringing the heat and bold flavors that belongs on everything from wings to backyard barbecue. Boar's Night Out, next level rubs and seasonings trusted by pit masters and backyard cooks alike. Blues Hog, legendary barbecue sauce with that perfect balance of sweet heat and competition-proven flavor. Marble Ridge Farms, high quality meats that take every cook to the next level. Fat Cow Jerky, big flavor, serious snack power, and the perfect fuel for long cooks and late night barbecue talk. The OG Bandits, bringing bold barbecue attitude, killer flavor, and true pitmaster spirit to the table. Fat Boy Barbecue, serving up bold taste, backyard pride, and true barbecue passion in every bite. Steak Ager, delivering precision dry aging that turns great steaks into unforgettable ones. Spitfire Grills, built for serious heat, serious flavor, and cooks that demand the best. And finishing up with P&L Steaks Grilling Supply Company, providing the tools, gear, and grilling essentials that keep the fire hot and the cooks dialed in.
Wow. Is it that bad?
No, it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I liked it a lot. Somehow the voice sounds didn't sound very good.
I just threw it together. I'll read.
I know you just threw it together. He'll work on it, and then we'll get everything going with that. So it's so great to have all the sponsors. Well, we got two big announcements. Everybody that's in here, all 11 of you, pay attention because we have a huge announcement that was just created today. We'll finish today. One was yesterday, one's today. But our great sponsors in support of this fantastic show that nobody watches, I am telling you right now that if you go to Fat Cow Jerky and you put in BBQ chat 10, you should get 10% off. And the good friends over at Boar's Night Out, if you go over to their website page or whatever you call it, and you put in BBQ chat 10, on Boar's Night Out products, you can get a 10% discount. I don't know what else is on there. I didn't look to see. So it's not on merchandise. Maybe it is on merchandise, but I don't think so. I think it's just on rubs and that kind of stuff. No wholesale things, no this or that. It's just on the barbecue rubs. So I'm excited about that. That's great. I'm going to work on the other guys and say, hey, that's a great idea. Will you guys do that for us? So we'll see if we can get some of the other guys to do that for us too. But
who are we doing that? Boar's Night Out and
Fat Cow Jerky. That Fat Cow Jerky. So anyway, Ryan, this week on the big show, it is kind of like a throwback show, kind of in a little bit of way, because unfortunately, I was so good at scheduling for the end of last year that these two won the American Royal, and I wanted to get them on the show, but we were already scheduled all the way through till like December. So this is the soonest we can get them on. So we are going to have Paul and Lynn from Rooters-n-Tooters Barbecue on here in a minute, and we are super excited because I want to know what it's like to win the Royal. I mean, I'm never going to win it.
You got to go there first.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I want to go there first, but I'm never going to win it because I don't know. Maybe I'll be the one shot. You know what I mean? Like that one that just like gets lucky to go for the first time, and then it's like, oh, you win, and then I could be done. Like a walk-off.
I don't even know what to say to that. But I will say, good evening, Terry White. What's going on, brother? We got Happy Pepper.
He's super excited. He's been commenting and posting all over the Thursday Night Barbecue chat social media circuit.
Yeah.
Great to have you on.
Tom Simpson with Happy Pepper Powder is here from Georgia. Yeah.
You know what? I want him as a sponsor just to have to say Happy Pepper Powder.
Well, if he's interested, we can reach out. We got Greg Snyder says, good evening, guys. Mark and Ashley plugged your show. They moved up an hour.
Oh, really? Did they? Oh, that's awesome. Yes. Greg, thank you. That's right. I was talking to Ashley, was the one that actually did the promo code. So
good buddy Richard C is here. He said it's the mic.
Yeah.
I got my DJI mic.
Yeah. Well, you don't think, yeah. Well, the DJ Rue mic is time to be retired.
No, we got Gary J. Kerbo says, hi, guy.
Hello.
Happy Pepper Powder says, awesome.
See, I like when you have to say that.
Yeah. And Richard says, what do you mean no one watches? I try to be here every week.
Richard is here every week. He is our number one fan. Well,
he's at the top of the list. Kelly, what's going on? She says, hi, Ryan and Steve. You will never win. If you keep saying that, you won't win. Yeah.
Well, I got to cook first.
Yeah. Say that 5 times. So happy pepper powder. Happy pepper powder. Happy pepper powder. Happy. Yeah, I'm done. I've been promoting for you guys. Yes, he's been liking and commenting on a lot of the posts. We appreciate that. So
we're all caught up. Everything's up to date. Let's.
Now I'm going to throw there. I'm gonna work with this as we get up here. Rooters-n-Tooters. Paul and Lynn, how you doing? Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thanks for being here.
You know, I thought the voiceover on the sponsorship was great, man. Don't let Steve bully you over there.
Thank you. You know what? It's mighty early, and I usually do this later, but for that, I like it. We'll just take Steve out of here.
Oh, if you took me out, no one would ask any questions.
That is true. Steve's very good at the questions. I'm good at the technical side, just not my videos.
What is it? Oh, he likes those sports.
Oh, yeah,
sorry. I'm into the comments now.
When USA made products, yes.
Shiny ball.
So how long have you guys been? Because I know I've been at Wanamaker's for 12 years, and the barbecue's kind of in the competition. And the name Rooters-n-Tooters, it's always seemed like it's been around since the whole. I mean, how long you guys been in the competition part?
This starts our 16th year.
Yeah,
I thought. See,
good for you.
We started. Our first contest was in 2010.
That's when I got married.
Well, that's kind of like a competition.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to win. Wow. I'm sorry. I already won with my wife.
Good save, Ryan. That'll save the day.
Yeah,
Jesus.
It's okay. She's never watched an episode.
She don't watch the show, does she?
She can't.
Yeah, we've been going at it. I'm sorry. We've been going at it since 2010, and just traveling all over. We did backyard for a few years, and then jumped into the Masters Series, but pretty light into it. I mean, we would do 5 or 6 contests a year, and then about 7 years ago, we just started picking up steam, and every year we were adding more and more contests. And this last year, though, we cut back a little bit. We still did 29.
I think 27.
Something like that, which is
less than 30 was a huge jump for us because we were doing 47 a year.
Yeah.
I think we did that for about 3 years in a row. So last year we were like, let's just have fun and stay closer to home.
Yeah.
47.
I gotta ask. I mean, Tim and Sandy Brown, I mean, they're the SCA and they did the chasing the points thing, but they had like IT jobs where they could work just about anywhere. I mean, how do you guys balance regular life with doing 47 competitions and traveling all over? And is it profitable?
No, absolutely not. I can attest to that. For over multiple years, but
Friendships and family connections, very profitable.
Yeah.
Monetary, no.
No, she actually is remote. She can work from anywhere. I do have a job I have to go into every day. So, but luckily I've been at it for a little while. I have a decent accrual rate on my vacation, so I pretty much burn a whole lot. But I'll tell you, we're really fortunate because we are basically in Middle Tennessee, and there's a decent amount of contests within 3 to 4 hours from our place throughout the year. So I can work a half a day and jump out and just kind of show up, 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon at the contest, and not have to take up so much work. But yeah, and it's routine. What we have found is for us, man, you just don't get out of your routine, and it doesn't feel like it's such a hassle or a burden kind of thing as you're kind of going through it, because you just don't know the difference. You don't know that you're tired because you haven't quit.
Yeah, a break is actually kind of hard. It's hard to get back into the routine.
Yeah. It hurts. It hurts.
And then we're like stepping on each other, and it's like, have we ever cooked before? And but yeah, I mean, I'm literally as we wrap up at a comp and we're waiting for awards or whatever, a lot of times I'm already pulling my wraps for the next weekend's contest. I'm covering my countertops for the next weekend's contest before we even leave and get awards from the current contest. And then by the time we get home Sunday, it's that, all right, got to get my meats out. Monday night, trimming, injections, rubs, So, I mean, it's every day after work because you can't wait till the last minute. So you have to, if you get behind, it's bad.
That's usually how I pack, though. It's the last minute. Just throw everything in and go.
Well, there's some people that works for them, but it just doesn't work well for me. I get too scattered.
I'm just kidding. My level of packs everything, but whole nother story.
It's just like cooks. I mean, some cooks they work better when they just shoot from the hip,
right? And
they have better product because of it. But I'm a little bit more on the technical side, so I like having everything in order. And I've been at it long enough now where I can adjust if something gets out of line. But yeah, I'm a little different. But yeah, some guys, man, they love the chaos. Not me.
Yeah, I was just doing clips for the best of Thursday night, and one of them was Richard Fergola, and Fergola. He gets me when I call him Fergola. But anyway, that was one of his advice things was, make it easy, and he said that's it. I mean, he pretty much, I think, almost does the same thing that you do. I mean, everything's prepared, everything's ready to go, and this and that. The whole idea is to make it for it to be fun, to make it a stress-free cook. And then he just goes through the motions and fills in the blanks and gets things going. But man, I don't know how any of the guys do that panic thing, because it would drive me nuts.
teams that wait to be at a comp and start trimming their meat and like don't even know what they're pulling out of the pack when they cut the pack open, that would drive him insane. If he didn't know what he was taking with him and what he was fixing to get into and the time that's spent, he would no.
Yeah, I can't. I couldn't. I'd be more like you. I'd probably be a little bit more plan ahead and make sure everything's ready to go. So it's just a matter of just getting it ready and throwing it on and then cooking. So
That's right.
I got two questions now. Let's do this one first. What's the farthest place you've gone to cook?
I'd say that Wisconsin felt New Jersey.
I said the New Jersey
New
one.
Jersey.
The World New Jersey one last year. What was that at in New Jersey?
No, the New Jersey one was a campground series thing.
Was it in New York?
New York, I guess.
York. Yeah, it was.
But we flew. That's the first
only
time
we
that
flew.
we've ever flown in. We are drivers, so we put in the hours on the road. Drive all night Thursday and Friday, and then leave Sunday afternoon and drive all night and back at work 8:00 Monday morning. So New Jersey's probably the farthest we've ever driven. New York's the farthest we've been away.
Yeah, I mean, you get into that 13-hour range. I mean, we've done quite a few of those, which I've learned in barbecue. You don't discuss long trips with anybody from Texas because I don't think they get out of Texas in 12 hours. So they just kind of look at you like you're stupid when you say, "Oh, that's a long drive. It took me 10 hours to get here," and they're just laughing at you the whole time.
Yeah, that's kind of like from El Paso to Dallas or something. No, but no, all the way to the other side, Lake Charles area or way over there. But that's in Louisiana. But yeah, speaking of Texas,
we got little Gringo Ray Barker here says hi everyone, and she said, "Yeah, that's right." She also said her all their meat is unknown until they deliver it for World Junior Barbecue League.
Well, I can tell you the big announcement for Miss Barker there. Her and her dad Wade are going to be competing at Houston in the World Food Sport League. So it will be interesting to. I hope there's videos of that, Ray, because I feel sorry for your dad when you get Boston going. So I feel bad for Wade, but
poor Wade.
Poor Wade. But anyway, so and as we get to since we're on the Food Sport Pro League, Ryan, I don't know if you know this or not, but Mark Conway will be on here next Thursday night before our normal guest to give us an update on what's happening at the Houston Rodeo with the Food Sport Pro League, as we had talked about in the show when he was on. We're going to follow that throughout the year and see where different places where he goes. So we'll get anyway.
Yeah, Richard said Texas is a big state, but happy pepper powder. God, that's gonna be fun. How can you see all the comments?
Name. I love that.
We do have all the comments down there on the side of the screen, so you can see them there.
Are they down over here?
Yeah, good job, Steve.
Like I'm getting used to it. It only took 2.5 years to figure out everything's opposite. Yeah.
And the reason you're probably not seeing all the comments on whatever page you're watching is because we're on a bunch of different pages right now. So we're either on It's All About the Barbecue, Blackstone and Beer, Thursday Night Barbecue Chat, either whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube. So that's probably why you're not seeing other people's comments wherever you're watching at.
Yeah. Wow, look at you, Ryan. So technical. Just so everybody knows, it is right now. I figured it out. It took like one try, but I did change the name of the YouTube channel. It is no longer It's All About the Barbecue. It is now Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. So tonight is the very first night we are going out only live on Thursday Night Barbecue Chat.
Yeah.
And Wanamaker's.
And happy pepper powder. I'm trying to, as I go through the comments, yes, you'll have to put your glasses on.
Yeah, there's.
I try to still. I'm gonna the everything down in the corner is still new to us, so we're gonna try to see how it works for both.
Let us know what you think of it, because it's kind of a new feature. I let everybody see them.
Yes. Oh yeah. Ray says yes. I'm nervous and super excited.
Oh, I can't wait. Why didn't you do that at the shed, Ray? I would have loved to have seen you and your dad competing at the shed.
Yeah.
Even though I missed it, but I would have loved to have seen it. So what's your favorite competition? If we can go that route, then.
Oh well, that's a rough question to be asking. We have so many favorites, we've been to so many of them. I would say just in general, our favorite type of contest are those that are kind of set in more of a downtown setting, where you're actually on the street and there's shops all around you. And nothing wrong with being in a field, but there's just something cool about being able to go and visit shops and things of that nature. And that's some of our favorite types of contests. But I mean, we have lots of contests that we like. I mean, our hometown contest is Smoke on the Shores in Lebanon, Tennessee, right outside Nashville. So, and a good buddy of ours runs that and put that together. A couple of our buddies. So,
we've been to that one. This year is their 10th year.
Yeah.
We've been to it all 10 years, and I've heard the contest, that they'll ask people, this is our 25th year. Who's been here 25 years? And there's those people that have been there. That's our only contest that we were there from the start, and we have been every year. So it's one of those that if something comes up, we still got to figure out how to make it to that one so that when they're at 25 years, we can go, we were there at the first one.
But man, there's a lot of great contests. They really are. I mean, there's just amazing how much work the organizers put into some of these contests to make them enjoyable for everybody. I don't think some people understand how much work we did a little contest in my town that I was helping with for a couple of years, and it wore me out. I was dog tired. I mean, you just get a few hours of sleep, and it's all the scheduling and putting up with all the surprises and trying to figure it out. It's a lot of work. So they deserve a lot of appreciation.
Don't say it, Ryan. Don't say it, Ryan. I knew exactly. He threw you a big softball lobber, and I knew exactly where you were going for it. And no, not yet. This is about the guests today, not about.
I will just say yes. Putting on a competition is a lot of work, and people do not understand how much goes in behind the scenes and how much stress there is of everything that you can't even control.
Yep.
Like the griddle battle.
And I hate to say it, man.
Got it in there.
There's some barbecue teams out there that can be quite picky. So, you got to kind of deal with the Madonnas out there as well. So it can get a little rough.
Oh, yeah. We got Steve. I mean, Ray says you guys should try the San Antonio Vaquero cook-off. It's in their Heritage Park downtown. Super fun.
Hey, man, we've been talking about rodeos, but, Houston, San Antonio, it's about impossible really to get into. We looked at Austin just this year, but they don't allow dogs. And everywhere we go, we have a dog that goes with us. So we were like, you know what? We're not going. We're not, if we can't have our dog with us and travel that far, we just said no. So
you know what they do about
Austin lost us because of a dog thing they have.
Well, I think the Houston thing from when Bill Purvis was on, that one's almost like the entries are tied up for whatever. Now you guys winning the Royal, I think you get an opportunity to go, if I remember correctly from what he said. But it's like he said that those things are passed down from generation to generation, and you can't get into the rodeo unless you're cooking with one of these guys that has owned the slot forever and a day, like Randy Pauly.
Yeah, I think I looked at San Antonio too toward the end of last year, and it was already full, but the only spots they had were like sponsor spots or something. And because they basically, if I understand correctly, they were like prepaying, like before they ever left the site, they're already paying for next year kind of thing. But it was like $10,000 for just to start for your spot. And I was just like, no, I don't want to cook it that bad.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
Oh, here.
I've made a few phone calls for the Houston one just to see if I could just get in with a team somewhere, just to experience Houston really. And, but I haven't been successful so far, but we'll get there one day.
Well, Ray said it's not a rodeo. It's just more of a culture one right in downtown San Antonio.
Oh, see, that's right up your alley there, Paul. That's
I know.
Right in downtown San Antonio, out on the Riverwalk there.
I can have a lot of fun in my own downtown for $10,000 though.
Yeah, right. You can buy a lot for $10,000. I agree.
Yeah.
And that's just the entrance fee, let alone all the other stuff to get there and the meat and all the other stuff to go with it.
Yeah, we cooked Humble a few years back on a whim kind of thing and did well down there. And so, I mean, I like Texas. So I'd go back.
I'm okay with Texas.
Okay,
I wasn't too.
What was that?
I wasn't too impressed. I'm a more of a tropical guy. I like green tropical. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, there's
Texas
no Disney in Texas.
Texas is too brown for me. It's just.
Well, yeah,
it's not a. There's I like. Now maybe if you go where Alonzo is down there by Corpus Christi, and then you get maybe like more palm trees and that kind of stuff. But I'm not the ranch type of.
Oh, Ray said no. This is a different cook-off, is what I meant. What I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Not the rodeo.
Yeah,
Not the rodeo.
that's what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Not the rodeo. Not a rodeo.
Not a rodeo.
We heard you right. Poor Wade. I mean, look at the way she's yelling on the comments. I
Oh,
can't even imagine what it's going to be like when she's
I
cooking.
get it. I
Wade.
get it.
Oh, Wade.
I'm slow.
Or just say, yeah, I don't blame you for leaving the dog.
Yeah.
Like,
I can't leave my little child.
Yeah.
We don't
I
have
get it.
children, so our children are four-legged, covered in hair.
Happy Pepper. Happy Pepper.
Happy Pepper. What's
Santa
Happy
Fe,
Pepper, Ryan?
City with lots of nice restaurants on the canal. And he also did say, I missed it back here, but if he turns his phone sideways, he can see the comments better.
God bless you. Happy Pepper. Happy Pepper, Ryan. Come bring up Greg's.
Greg says maybe Mark Lambert can hook you up with someone. That's how he got started with the Texas rodeo, the big ones.
No, look at that. Good old Mark Lambert. Well, I'm kind of excited that Mark and Ashley kind of like said, hey, check us out after their show. Because that's right. They moved to 6:00. And then we're in at 7. That's kind of nice. So let's get to it. Let's get to the whole American Royal. I mean, that's like the granddaddy of them all, kind of. I mean,
yeah.
How many times did you cook that one?
Well, so I kind of laughed when you opened up, Steve, was you were talking about one day you'd like to win it, but you got to cook it first. So for us, for a lot of years, there was always other contests that were a lot closer. So, I mean, that one for us is around 11 hours and to get there. So we just said, you know what? And there's, 400 teams there. So we're just like, hey, we're just going to hang out somewhere close. We don't really see the desire to do that, but everybody kept telling us, you got to do it, you got to do it, you got to do it. So finally, 2 years ago, we decided, hey, we're going to do it. And actually, it was kind of a necessity. I think it was us, Chunky Barbecue, and Janky Leg. We were basically just stumbling over each other that year for Team of the Year, and it got to the end of the year, and the only contest we were on top of each other. We had to go to the same contest. I think we were in Jersey and Pennsylvania a couple times with each other, and then back to Missouri, and then back to Missouri again.
We cooked with it. We saw between Janky and Chunky, we were with them almost probably 40 of the 52 weekends of that year.
Yeah, it was a bunch. But so anyway, so we end up we said, well, it's our chance to, if we're going to do it, you're going to have to get max points. And so we're like, well, let's go ahead and sign up and go to Royal. So we went, and we
tanked.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we didn't tank.
We didn't tank.
We didn't tank,
but our scores did.
Well, I mean, we didn't get a call. We didn't get a call either day, and but we still finished. I think the second day we were 20 something. The third day we're down in the 40s. I think So I mean, it wasn't horrible. The scores weren't terrible, but we just didn't get high enough to walk at the American Royal, which basically takes like a 179 and up, to kind of get in, walk the stage kind of thing. So that was our first year. And so the next year we went back, and that's the year we won. So that was only our second time.
All right. That's
the
not
American
bad.
Royal.
I have to say, I'm going to make a comment because obviously I have an earbud in. So like Trisha here, she can't hear what I'm hearing, but she can hear what I say. So it's funny how people that are around us, Ryan, like your family, when somebody says when I talk to Janky Leg and Chunky, and then you throw in Happy Pepper Company and Rooters-n-Tooters, I mean, it makes for an interesting want to know what you're talking about. So only in barbecue can you have.
So we need to have her set up a camera in the background recording just you and not being able to hear anything else.
Yeah, hearing anything else to hear
Here's
what kind of
your other
word.
clips.
I just like Janky and Chunky. I mean,
That's right. That's right.
We were between Janky and Chunky 40 weeks out of the year, and
Yeah, chunky and chunky.
That's what my wife tells me all the time.
So that was only your second time. I mean,
yeah, it was only our second time, and
so being that you did okay the time before, I mean, somewhat okay, but you had done it before. I mean, when you went this year, were you like cool as a cucumber? Like, yeah, we did this. I mean, let's just cook and let's do this. Or I mean, or was there like, did you have the pressure like, hey, I really want to try and win this thing? Or you just went in cool and just like,
no, it was no pressure really.
We only had fun this past year. 2025 was our year to go, you know what? It is what it is. And I know a lot of people looked at it when we said we're not chasing points, and they were like, sure, you're not.
We were.
But we really did not pay attention to the points, the rankings, and we just let it fall, and we just had fun. We would go, we would try to be as relaxed as possible, do what we do. We've got our schedules, we've got our timelines. I've got my alarms, you know, we knew what we were doing, but we just went to have fun and hope that we got our name called. And that really worked.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you, the Royal was just one of those where all we really went back for, really and truly, was to hope to get our name called. We wanted a royal call. And so that day one, we didn't get chicken, and we got a rib call. I think it was maybe an 11th or something like that. And we were tickled to death right then and there. We got a call at the Royal. We came in, we did what we said we wanted to do. We got a call. And of course, now I did go in. That was my birthday weekend. And I did say on many podcasts that I was going for a cape. So, that was kind of a joke, but I called it. I said, I want a cake for my birthday. And a lot of people heard that because I am Southern, they thought I wanted a cake. And they were like, well, you're supposed to get a cake for your birthday. But I was like, no, it's a cape. Cape.
Happy Pepper Pal.
Exactly. I'm not even going to try to say that. And so, but then we got a pork call and got to walk on stage. It was a 180 pork second place. And then we got a brisket call, which we thought was probably one of the worst briskets.
It wasn't the worst, but we threw everything we had at it to try to make it taste good. That's for sure.
Yeah.
We were doctoring it pretty hard there.
And so that was like 19th. And by the time we got back, Paul wasn't even in a big hurry because he goes, well, we didn't get a chicken call. So they're going to call us at like 20th. So, you know, he wasn't even in a big hurry. And all of our buddies are like going, you guys got this. And it's like, I don't think so. And they're like, oh, I think you do. And then I'm like, we hear good friends of ours, Triple H, they get a really good brisket call, had another. I was like, nope, I think Triple H just took it from us. So we may be up there, but man, they got to calling those things out, and I can just my heart was racing because I'm sitting there going, don't call her name. Please don't call her name. Please don't call her name. And then when they got to the second and they didn't call her name, I'm like, oh, please call it now because this will be horrible. Please say it now. But when they say it, it was so surreal. We were just swamped with people. I mean, it was unbelievable. There are no words to describe that win.
Yeah, I don't even know all the people I even shook hands and hugged and everything else because it just seemed like there was a line that never ended of everybody wanting to, to say congratulations, which is to me probably the cooler part of everything. And we definitely took our time getting to the stage because I say this may never happen again. So they never wait on me because I'm gonna shake anybody's hand and hug anybody that wanted a hug on the way up there.
I am gonna live in this moment for as long as I can.
As long as I can make it last. And really, it to her point, it wasn't for us. It was a good cook, but I didn't go in there going, "Oh, we killed this" or anything like that. Because I've learned over the years, you just don't think that way. But what most people don't realize is that the first year we were there, we had been running so much, and when we got there, our meat, we had been using some of our best meat, trying to get that last GC that we needed to take over Jordan at the time, and with Janky Leg. And when I went to the Royal, I just had pretty mediocre meat the first time we went because it was just all I could find. And I had been sick with a sinus infection and was trying to fight through all that and was on medications for that, just trying to get through the cook. So, I mean, that first time we went, it was rough. It was rough on us and the meat we had and everything else. But this next time we went back, like she said, we were just so much more relaxed, and we had saved our meat throughout the year, and we marked it. We're taking that to the Royal, and so we took a lot better meat there. And, it just kind of all worked out. I tell you what, I thought for a second we pulled it off on the second day, because we had a couple of really good high calls on the second day. We had a really low pork. I think it was like a 162 or something, and a 180 on one day and a 162.
162, yeah.
Welcome to the American Royal.
Yeah. Welcome to barbecue in general. That's how I just have to say, just for everybody out there, how many people normally are at the American Royal? Like 400?
Yeah, so they've got two different ones, the invitation and the open. The open normally is around the 400. The invitation is normally pushing around 200 for that. The invitational is where you had to have won a grand champion, a qualifying grand championship. So it's all GCs. Everybody who's there has won a grand for the invitational side. Yeah. I
just want to clarify that. So people understand when Lynn said that she was ecstatic with getting 11th place, that's why, because there's over 200 people there. And if you can finish anywhere near the top 10, you're amazing. So, but I forgot my other question. Ryan, do some comments, because I forgot.
I was going to say, Richard C says, wow, that's so cool that you guys did that. Lots of respect for doing it. And then
do the one up from there, because he was asking about refrigeration.
You just take a sip of your drink. I'm getting there. Okay. Because he's talking about this is fun. I enjoy hearing you stumble over these names, but Happy Pappy Pepper Powder wants to know, what kind of refrigeration do you use to keep your meat products cold while traveling for a competition?
We have a small refrigerator in our camper. Before that, we had more of an enclosed cargo trailer and had another refrigerator in it. But sometimes when you're doing doubles and things, I'll just have a cooler that I'll put one day's meat in, and then the other day goes in a small refrigerator. And that's pretty standard. Either you're hauling in a ice chest or you're hauling in a small refrigerator.
Yeah, I was like trying to listening to you and read his next comment. He said, we have some great beef producers down here in Georgia. I know one local farm who spent $300,000 on their bull last year.
Wow. Was it a Wagyu?
Wow.
Wagyu?
I'm
Kobe
assuming
beef?
Is it just the bull to breed the other ones? Is my thought.
I can see that. I can see.
I mean, it would be more it'd be more like Kobe or something. It wouldn't be Wagyu.
Yeah.
It'd be Kobe.
Kobe. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Now you made me forget my question again, Ryan, because I'm talking about the thing.
What's that?
You made me forget my question again. I had it, and then you made me forget.
He said yes. So they spent $300,000 to buy the bull to breed their other cows.
Yeah, you're gonna have to ask a question, Ryan, because until I figure out that question I was going to ask, I don't want to think of another one.
Steve's done for the rest of the night because he's not.
No, I won't be done for the rest of the night. I'm just angry because it was a good question.
What are you guys cooking on? What kind of smoker are you using? What's in your arsenal that you take with you?
Yeah, sure. So we run an offset smoker made by Outlaw. And then we also are running, he put out a drum smoker called the Ringo last year. And so we're running that as well. So we run our small meats, your chicken and ribs. We'll run that on the drum, and then our big meats on the offset, the pork and brisket there.
Nice.
But yeah, we've been doing that. We've tried a bunch of different cookers. We've had everything from pellet cookers to gravity feds to water cookers. But we've really kind of settled in on the offset.
And we got Mike Reagan in here. He says, nothing like smoking a brisket in a tornado tonight in Indiana. Yeah, we got some things going on in Southern Illinois and Indiana right now.
Huh.
Yeah, nothing here.
Nothing up.
We get snow tomorrow a little bit. Again.
Yeah, that's.
Thanks. I don't know. I think I'd take the tornado over the snow.
No.
I hate snow.
I mean, unless you're like getting, 4 or 5 feet of snow, the snow's not going to rip up your house.
I know. I just was saying. I don't really. I'm just trying to put. I know, but I'm just trying to put into words how much I hate snow. Yeah. So I mean, that's it. I'd rather take my chances in a tornado. I mean, a tornado is like, it depends on where you're at. I mean, it's only so wide. I mean, there's a chance it can miss you. You know, I mean,
unless you're in Texas and they're like 40 miles wide.
That's because everything's bigger in Texas. Right?
Everything's
Nothing like trying to hold down a pop-up in the middle of a tornado. We've done that in Alabama with tornadoes running through and watching pop-up spin and twist. Been there. Not fun.
We had to do that the second year of the griddle battle. The wind came through and we were all out there just holding on to the tents.
You're just dying to talk about the griddle. Greg's comment there of no boots. He's making fun of. He's put that up there, right? He's making fun of me because last year we went to the shed and it was my first year there and he was excited that I was coming down because we had volunteered with each other with barbecue relief. And he's like, make sure you bring your boots because it's supposed to rain the next day. And I messaged back and I said, Greg, I don't own any boots. And he's like, how can you be in Chicago and not have any boots? And I'm like, I just wear gym shoes in the snow. I don't have any boots. So
wow.
Maybe I'd like the snow better if I actually had boots.
You also don't
know.
Shovel either.
What was it?
You don't have to shovel either.
I don't. I'm in an apartment, so I don't have to. My car's in the garage, so I don't. Trisha's car's out in the snow. I got mine in the garage.
That's nice.
Well, that's what she picked.
Oh, okay. Christy says, "Oh my goodness, snow every time."
I think maybe this will be the show that puts us over the top because I'd say I'd rather have a tornado than snow. Maybe this will cause us to go viral with all like nasty comments and stuff.
Oh, we got
Mr. Smoking Ghost
himself. So look at those Hall of Famers.
Booab.
Booab. So you guys are in. I'm confused now. You guys are you in like? Because now there's like multiple halls of fame. Are you like in like the Hall of Fame, or are you in?
We are in the Kansas City Barbecue Hall of Fame.
Now Kansas
City Barbecue Society. It's not the American Royal one. They kind of have one that's made up of commercial side and also pit masters, but the Kansas City Barbecue Society has one and they have a scoring system how they do that. So once you hit a certain point in their scoring system, then they'll induct you. So we got inducted last year.
Nice. Yeah, because I know that obviously there was like, I was confused because there were different ones for different places.
Sure.
So I get the American Royal one confused with the other one.
It took them 15 years of cooking to get in there, Steve.
To get 100 points.
If you started now, it might take you 20 or 25.
Well, I'm hoping for the American Royal one. We're going in for like this show or something. I think we should enter this show in the NBBQA for best podcast.
Sorry, did I laugh out loud?
Yeah. But you don't have to do it for 15 years. You just got to win a lot in a shorter amount of time.
That's why I said it would probably take Steve 20 to 25.
No, I'd be the last. I would never see it. I'd be one of those posthumous, and because I'd be dead.
Well, yeah, if you're choosing tornadoes over snow,
right. So what? I mean, do you guys do Memphis in May?
No, we've never done any of the NBN side. And I'm originally from around Memphis, but no, we've never kind of dove off into it. It's just a kind of a total different animal there.
It's a different way of doing things. I was just curious.
Yeah, different categories, different way of scoring, and they're kind of centered in that northern Mississippi and West Tennessee kind of area.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are some KCBS contests that are also with MBN. We've watched it.
Oh yeah, those are cool. Yeah, the dual. Yeah.
And there's a lot of KCBS teams that will do both.
Mm-hmm.
We just never have to. That's a lot of work. I don't know how they manage. And I've seen smaller, because it's just the two of us, and so it's usually a little bit larger of a team. You usually always have a little more help. To be able to do that. We've talked about doing it with some of our friends.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this next year we probably will dabble in an MBN somewhere, at least try a single category if it's just ribs or something. I could see us doing that eventually.
Yeah, I think we've been doing this for so long, and we've been doing CBS, Kansas City Barbecue Society, for so long. I wouldn't mind we've talked about it and getting more and more serious about just dabbling around in some others, some IBCAs or something, some outlaws or something, just something a little different, CBAs, just to go and do a different format. I wouldn't know what to do with an hour between turn-ins. A lot of the other sanctioning bodies have like an hour between turn-ins, and I would be bored. I would just be hanging out and wouldn't know what to do. Probably forget what I was supposed to be doing.
Well, there you got it. You got a teammate.
45 minutes.
You got a teammate right there, Mr. Buab. His comment right there. He's saying he's thinking about doing it at Murfreesboro for the lard. So there you go.
Yeah, that's a double one. Yeah, they do the MBN and KCBS.
You guys can team up.
Yeah, he could do the MBN. We'll do the KCBS.
Is that September?
Oh, is it right?
When's Murfreesboro? Is Murfreesboro September?
That's in September. I want to try and get down to that one too.
Yeah.
That one I stand about my best chance of getting because it's far, but it's not over.
You know what else is in September?
They don't do griddle cooking, Ryan. They're actually really smokers and cookers. So today's not the day to promote the griddle battle because you're going to get that Tim Shear answer with the no, I really don't. So it's
you just got to keep bringing that one up, don't you?
I love it. It's one of my favorite ones of all time.
Yeah.
Galax. So look at you. He says Greg says Galax.
Yeah, but now Galax is on.
They're on hold this year. I think Murfreesboro, Illinois, is already full with the Barbecue World Cup announcement. They've kind of filled up real quick, and they got a waiting list now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to get into the whole. If you want to say no comment and move aside, you're welcome to say that. I missed. We'll get into the Barbecue World Series in a second, or whatever they want to call it, World Cup. What happened with Murfreesboro? Because it's like I see this post from Amy saying, everybody be calm, patient. There's a wait list. Is that what's happened? Is because of the world? So basically, teams it filled up because now you got everybody that wants to chase this $1 million. So unfortunately, teams that have been there forever, you may not get it. And is that what all this bad? Because it just seemed I didn't catch it all. I just caught her post saying, we apologize. Our staff is doing the best we can. Everything, it filled up. Whatever. So she was and I'm like, God, what in the heck happened with that? Is that what it was all about?
Well, last year they had a pretty big turnout last year as well because I think there was a rumor going around that was going to be their last year doing it, which she said, no, we're going to continue doing this. But
yeah,
they only have so much space, and so yeah, I think once they announced that, a bunch of people kind of jumped into it because for that area, that is one that's in an area that they've been in Texas and Florida, so now they're coming up into the more northern states. So I think people just kind of jumped into it because it was going to be a lot closer. And then I think there's some NBN teams and some KCBS teams that have been doing it for a while that just didn't get in. Now, granted, we're still sitting in February and September's a long ways away. Get on the waiting list. Anything can happen between now and then.
Right.
But yeah, I know that they're trying their best to fill every spot they can create for the teams. But yeah, it hit them hard, and I think it overpowered them a little bit.
Yeah, I was because that's what it almost sounded like to me. It was obviously. I mean, they've been doing it for a long time, so they're used to. Yeah. But it seemed like it was one of those, like concert event things where there's so many people calling that it crashes the internet or what. It almost seems like that's what happened to it, which then led to some confusion. But I know Amy always as far as I know, runs a pretty good ship with that contest, and it's Mike Mills before that. So if that's how it happened, that's
we've done it several years in the past.
Series.
We've done it several years in the past, and it's just a really cool contest between having the MBN being mixed in with KCBS, so your neighbor could be doing MBN, and then just kind of having just that aura of 17th Street Barbecue being right there on the same road that you're all set up for the cook, and they normally have a really good turnout for the dinner the night before, and they have the SCA steak kind of going on the night before too, and they do a wing things for an ancillary. So it's just a cool, and you're really tight. You're packed in there really tight, which to me I kind of like those because everybody's just talking with everybody. You can't do anything without somebody hearing it. So, it's a lot of side conversations happening involuntarily.
I think I know we were talking about the tents and stuff and blown away, but I think that's the one that Paul Buab was at a couple of years ago, and like a tornado or a big gust of wind came through at Murfreesboro and started lifting tents and actually tore down, I think, one of the buildings as well.
Huh. Wow.
I think you're making.
I don't know if Paul's still in here or not, but
or maybe that was in Peoria. Who knows?
No.
But
anyways.
Now you're making me see, Ryan. You're making me forget. Like, I got the question that it's not the question from before. That one's gone to the ages. But so this world championship, World Cup series, whatever it is that giving you any kind of like inkling to get back into it and do all these different things to qualify to win that $1 million?
Well, I think from our standpoint, the Barbecue World Cup has kind of ignited a little bit more excitement in people who might not be willing to travel as far as what they are now, and that's kind of where we're at. So we've skipped over a couple of them just because they were just a little bit further, and we needed a break. I mean, for us, that December, January, February, that's our time off. That's time to relax and get some house stuff done and visit family that you hadn't seen, the previous months because you're traveling so much. So we've kind of skipped out on that. But yeah, it's definitely weighing in on us looking at contests. There's some that might be a little closer, but if it's a qualifier, then we're seriously considering driving double the mileage just to get to the qualifier side of it. So yeah, I think it's happening in effect on some choices there for sure.
Oh, did you see Paul answered it was the MZHH competition. Remember that year, the first year he was going to do it, they had the big wins.
No, there was another one down. I thought it was down south. I know we had the Mission 0 100 Hours one. There was another, I'm trying to go back through the pictures right now.
Oh, and then the ambassador Dan Dickey there. If you want to bring up his, I think he kind of like hit it on the head. He said, typically you could screw around until August and get in fine at 17th Street. Yep. And of course, this year, now that it's part of the World Cup, you're talking January, February, and it's full. Yep. So yeah, there's the normal people that would wait till June, July, August to sign up for this. I mean, that may have been going to it for 15 years or whatever. They may not get into it because you're going to have to get on the wait list.
Yeah, I think the big one was some friends of ours, Mark Williams, he's won that thing a couple of times, and he's a great NBN cook. And he's a great KCBS cook too. I'm kind of glad he's staying over on NBN side and not venturing too much in KCBS. But I noticed that he didn't get in unless something's changed. But that's just telling you how fast they filled up.
And he's Swine Life, right? Swine Life,
right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
But that's exciting because we have seen the past couple of years how a lot of contest numbers have really started dwindling, and they were really trying to get, to the 25 to make it a jack qualifier because everybody wants to cook the jack, and right. and that, if the contests weren't filling up, teams were like, well, how many teams do you have? And if all the teams that asked how many teams do you have signed up, they would have been
right.
But this is igniting the number again. And right. So there's only a couple contests. Smoke on the Shores is one that fills up. There's one in Greenwood, South Carolina, that Festival of Discovery. When they open up in February, the contest is not until August, I think.
July or August.
Yeah. But it fills up in February. And they know they've got their number. That's exciting when a contest will fill up like that, to see contests starting to build back up again. So the bad thing for Murfreesboro is it's such limited space. The only way they could get more teams in is if they cut out some of the rigs and said, okay, we're only going to have like 20 by 20 spots. Then they could get more numbers.
Well, on the sad, and what you were back to what you were saying about some of the competitions is, and the sad part about it is, and this is obviously no digs on my fellow barbecue people, but barbecue people notoriously wait too long. And so it's always, obviously, like Ryan, we had Brad and Brooke on from the shed, and she was Ryan kind of caught her on a do as we say but not as we do thing, because they wanted everybody to sign up for the shed event right away. But then she talks about how they're notoriously like with sign up for Memphis in May, like at the last minute type of thing, even though they go every year. So, I mean, and then what seems to be happening now a lot is that people they're waiting to the last minute, but they're waiting too long. And then the competitions are like, okay, well, nobody wants to come. We cancel, and then, well, now once you've canceled, now you're off everybody's radar altogether. So it's like, to then try and come back the next year and do it again, it's like, well, now everybody's like, oh, they figured they canceled, they're gone. I'm not even looking for them on the calendar anymore, because I know we've lost so many up here in the Chicago area that no longer exist. That and I wonder how much of that is to do with. I mean, we just had one, Ryan, the winter burn, which was up here. I mean, I used to go. I've gone to that for like the last 6 or 7 years that I've gone to it. And the numbers just slowly dwindled. And this year he decided just not to do it. And it's too bad, because it wasn't a KCBS certified or anything. It was just a fun way to start the year and get some practice in and do that kind of stuff. But I mean, that's it. I mean, if you got to get to these comps and you got to sign up early so these people know that what they have.
Yeah, it's for them. It's a financial investment on their side. Is do we just keep going forward and renting equipment and reserving spaces, and then it's a judge coordinator is like, how many judges do I really need? And then I have too many judges, and then I don't have enough judges, and everybody's kind of guessing. And so it gets going back to that organizer thing. It's a lot of stress, a lot of appreciation going in there for a man like Ryan right there.
Yeah, no, that's why I was waiting for you, and you hit the nail on the head. Is like sitting there going, how many teams am I going to have? Like, is this, No,
I mean, how many trophies do I got to order? How many things?
There's other barbecue competitions or anything like that, but trying to get 10 teams, it's like pulling teeth, and you're sitting there.
And I get it. I mean, we've been guilty.
Yeah,
we have been guilty of it. But sometimes it's the money involved with it too. Do you have that extra money at that time of the year to be able to pay entry fees and stuff like that? So, I mean, I get it. It's tough all around.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, granted, we're getting ready to do a rib class this weekend, and it's, we're probably going with a smaller class than we normally do. I think a lot of it because some of the people like bought them for Christmas presents, but they do the same thing with the classes. And then it's like, then you cancel the class and they're like, oh, I wanted to. Well, then you should have signed up 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's like, it gets down to where he's got to buy food and this, and whether it's worth his time and cost of, to fit everything in. It's like, at some point you can't just wait till the day before to sign up. So.
And a lot of the comps will actually offer a early bird sign up discount. If you sign up, by this date, you get $50 off your entry fee. Well, $50 that's a pretty big discount. I mean, I look at those contests, and I've missed some before and been like, crap, I could have saved $50 if I'd been paying attention to the registration form. And but
there's been some. We used to do one up your way. It was called the Red, White, and Blue.
Oh yeah, in Woodmont.
And
Westmont. Yeah.
Westmont. Yeah. We did that one a couple
that
times, and they stopped it. But we used to love to go up there because it was a lot cooler. And we'd see people that we wouldn't see all year. So, I mean, we would see.
I bet you that's where I heard the name. I heard the name. It probably was there. And that name, Rooters-n-Tooters. And then I think just from watching some of the award ceremonies from just around the area that people go to, because I swear to God, that name, your name has been in my head for, like I said, I've been doing it for 12 years, and every time I say, "Oh, there's the Rooters-n-Tooters guys." And I
love the way you say it too. Tooters.
Tooters.
We're Tooters.
Tooters. Rooters
Dan
and
Dickey
Tooters.
said it was Winter Burn was on his list. He had 2 Snake River Farm pork tenderloins for that contest. And then Paul says registering for 5 comps 3 to 6 months out is like $1,300 to $1,500.
Yeah, see, I mean, you got to have. I see it now. I see why everybody waits, because it's like you got to make sure you got the dough.
Yeah.
You got to have the time off, and then you got to have the dough.
Griddle battle's only $100.
Well, there's a reason, but there's only 5 people there, right? No, I feel bad. I'm not going to get on my soapbox for Ryan, because I I'm really disappointed in. They're not here today, but I'm very disappointed in the griddle community that they're not more supportive of this. Now, I would take Ryan's excuse for last year because the Utah thing was the week before, or 2 weeks before, whatever, blah blah blah. But
that was before the Central Illinois Barbecue Throwdown. And speaking of competitions that are going away, like that, he doesn't think he's doing that one this year either.
Well, yeah, because yeah. So my whole point, Ryan, the whole point is that Ryan, how many people are in the griddle crew?
Griddle crew is like 85 across. I mean, but now you're including people that are in the UK and Canada and everything now too. But I mean, outside of that, you're probably 60 in the US.
Just so everybody knows, yes, there, Ryan, there's the alarm on Instagram on Thursday Night Barbecue Chat. You've turned into a pumpkin because I don't. For some reason, it only wants to go on for an hour.
I wonder if that's because it's still new.
It could be because it's still new. But my whole point is there's 85 of you, and heck, I mean, if you ended up having 20 of those 85, you would have a fantastic competition.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Anyway, that's my soapbox for the day.
There's not a lot of griddle crew members in the Midwest. I'll say that. There's a lot more East Coast and West Coast and things like that, but it is what it is. It's, we'll continue to see if we can keep growing. And
as Paul and Lynn had just pointed out to you, I mean, the East Coast is not that far away, Ryan.
You're right.
I mean, literally from Chicago to like New York, you can double check me on it, but I bet you it's maybe 13 hours.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Oh, I could do it. Yeah.
It's
just getting the other.
Oh, I mean, I could do it. I mean, it's getting them to want to do it to come here. So.
Oh, Paul corrected me. He said, "Hold on, we're looking at Central Illinois Barbecue moving to children in the fall." Sorry.
How do I get rid of this? How do I get rid of this warning here?
Just hit exit on it. Don't what?
I don't know what I did, but anyway.
Great. Dan says, more than anything, cooks just need to express interest. I don't care about the early bird special. I'd rather have my life together than be 6 months ahead of time. I love my Blackstone. It holds up my.
Thank you, Mr. Ambassador.
You know what?
Yeah, I love when everybody jumps on. So what's the plan? So you said this year you're just looking at 20 or 27, 29, just enjoying barbecue life?
Yeah, I don't know that we've got a set number, but we're just kind of looking at contests going, how close is it? And, is it one, that we want to go to? And then, if a World Cup pops up that is in our range, then we're going to run out there and try to do it. But yeah, so I mean, just taking it easy. But like I said, I mean, being where we're at, we can, if they line up date wise, normally that's the problem. Too many of them are kind of sitting on top of each other that might be in two different directions, but they're both 5 hours from me, but in two different directions. Then I got to decide on which contest to go to. And that last year it worked out really well where that didn't happen that much. So we're hoping kind of the same thing. We've got a bunch of them tentatively on a calendar, but we've only paid for so many of them and committed to so many so far. But
I mean, we look at a lot of times, unique trophies. Yeah. Because, trophies are really cool. I don't care how old you are. Trophies are cool.
Yeah.
A lot of times we look at the organizers and the reps that are at a comp. And I mean, this year we've had a couple that we're torn between because there's been some shift in like the weekend that the comp is. And, it gets really, really tough, but a lot of times we may pick to go somewhere based on the distance, but it could be, the organizers. We're pretty committed to specific organizers. We want to support their comps, and they do a good job and they work really hard to make sure that the teams are happy and, that they want to come back. And so, we really try to support that. So
be a good organizer. That's the key. I'm taking notes.
We'd love to see you at bringing home the bacon and puck away pig fest.
Oh, the Tweetins.
Is that Lori Tweetin? We love the Tweetins. Lori and Keith, yes. We did drive up to Wisconsin. We felt like we were
twice.
Yeah, I think so. And it felt like we were in Canada, but we weren't even close to Canada. But I'm sure
I still say we had to be Canada. I just kept saying it. Right across that hill is Canada. It's got to be.
Yeah.
But they are amazing organizers.
They have a really great contest. It's just so far.
Bringing home the bacon. That's at a campground, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So we had talked to the name sounds familiar. We had talked to Brandon Bresner and I had talked to her about doing a joint griddle battle up there at that competition like 2 years ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
He did Eureka, didn't he? In that who did a Eureka?
Brandon, yeah, Eureka. That's the Central Illinois Barbecue Throwdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
And but yeah, it was just such a long drive, and I really want to go back to support them. And they always are so kind to us and make sure to speak to us when they're at a comp if we're there. And I'm always like, I'm going to try to get him to drive back up there one day. But it was just.
I mean, not New Jersey.
Gorgeous. I've never seen.
I mean, it's not any. Yeah, it's not even.
They have the cleanest roadways I've ever seen in my life.
But this is hardly anybody there. Sorry, Dan. I love you to death. I know Dan and his brother are up there, but I mean, it's not. There's not a lot.
You're gonna get the cheese curd cartel coming after you.
Dan's gonna beat me up. Yeah.
Get the spotted cow thrown on you.
yeah, right.
I know that is one thing that I do not understand. Like it's to me is the worst beer I've ever had.
It's a cult up there. I'm telling you,
it is
crazy.
Both the griddle battle would probably work on Friday night. Yeah, I think that's what we were looking at doing at one point, but then it just didn't pan out.
There you go. See, but you got Dan Dickey right there, ready to help you throw in a good word.
Well, I mean, he might have to move his M16 grill to use his Blackstone.
Well, I mean, he might have another griddle that works probably better, and he just uses the Blackstone as a table.
Perfect. That's why it's a griddle battle, and it's not a Blackstone griddle battle.
That's why I was throwing that.
I get a lot of flack for that, but.
Ryan, what do you think? You got any more questions, comments, this, that? Anybody out there in TV land have any more questions, comments, or whatever?
No, I've taken enough abuse tonight.
Anyway, well, thanks for coming on the show, and good luck to this year. And we'll check back in at some point, maybe, and see where you guys are at. But yeah, I guess one last question: isn't barbecue a lot funner when you're not chasing things, you're just having a good old time?
Yeah. I mean, the chase is interesting to me because it comes to you. So, if you start off and you start winning, well, it's only natural. You start thinking about, well, what could I do? So you kind of fall into it. And then once you're in it, it's like a trap. You can't get out of it. But we just purposely didn't look and didn't think about it and had a great time. And that's the plan again this year.
Excellent.
And it worked. I mean, at the end of the year, we somehow still wound up being second overall in team of the year. And it was like, how in the world did that happen? But 2025 that was just our year. It was as close as we got, but it was just our year. Things just happened.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you guys on your travels, and be safe. And
appreciate it.
Next time I hear the name Rooters-n-Tooters, I know that I will search you down and actually say hi.
Yes, please.
So you guys have a great night.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks, guys. Bye. Nice meeting you. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. Another great show.
Another great show. I'm sorry that the
people Dan says he's going to borrow mine. That's that Wisconsin.
Well, that's the nice thing about, and this is it for the people that are out there. I mean, if you want to come from out of state and you don't want to drive, we can try and find a way to get you a griddle to cook on. I mean, Ryan's got like 4 of them, or probably, that he can borrow out.
1, 2. Yeah, I have another one coming too, but.
Well, but that's my whole point. I mean, that whole point. I just find it. The griddle crew and the griddle family isn't any different than the regular barbecue family. But I think this is kind of a neat thing. No, there is no other griddle competitions out there besides maybe like the steak competitions and it being like an auxiliary, ancillary type of thing. But I mean, there is no griddle competition out there. I mean, stop fighting for likes and see if you can actually win a competition. That's the thing I want to see.
Happy Pepper Powder says, I need to get educated. Never heard of the griddle battle. So I know we're at the end of the show, but griddle battle is pretty much a barbecue competition on flat tops only. So that's the nice part about it.
And I think it's a pretty cool competition.
Opens it up. From what we just love to see it more get some bigger. Oh, and he says, thanks for this podcast. It's been fun. Well, thanks for being here.
It's been fun. It's been fun just trying to say.
But happy Pepper Powder. I think I've been saying Palace all night. Have I been saying Palace? Happy Pepper Palace instead of powder. I don't know. But I'd love to see more
baby bumper bangers.
More Steve and Ryan. Yeah, we'd love to see. I haven't seen.
We'll sign on every week. I saw Dan actually. Oh, you know what? I never did. Dan, I'm glad you're on tonight. Dan's brother actually got to walk at the shed. I don't even remember. Dan, you may have to fill me on it, but he actually, in one of the state categories, he actually finished like 10th or something like that, which is the first one for a trophy, or 9th or something. But it doesn't matter what it was. He got his name called. He got to walk the stage. He got a pig trophy and everything. So congratulations to Dan's brother. So
Dave, yes.
I don't know, Dave Dickey. I don't know. I'd have to look it up.
See.
Now you got me thinking Dave.
It's not Dave.
Hey, look at Mike Ayulette's on here. Mike, what are you doing on here? Good to see you on. Just in time for the show to be over, but congratulations. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. I just like anybody that follows. I
specifically want a 2-burner 22-inch. I have a 28 and it's not enough horsepower. Huh. All right. The 28-inch flex fold is real. I really like that one. That's a beast. Yeah, that's a whole nother show though. Man, happy Pepper Powder. Happy Pepper Powder. I want to get that on a button so I can just hit a button and it just says it.
Happy Pepper Powder.
Oh, Gary said, enjoy the podcast. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Gary.
Mike's been at the firehouse today.
Mike, good. I actually, you know what? Mike, we're pretty close. I may have to contact Brandon. I'm getting low on. I think I'm getting low on
Dave Dickey.
That's what we said, Dave. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, we're pretty good.
Yeah, we're pretty good. Somewhat. Sometimes. All right, guys. Who do we got next week, Steve?
Ryan, next week on the big old show, we kind of got two things. As I said, we got Mark Conway coming on at the beginning of the hour. Just for a quick little update as to what's going on with the Food Sport Pro League down there at the Houston Rodeo. They will be done competing for the day. I think I was messaging him and he said they end competing at 3:00. So he'll have probably some finalists for us to do and talk about what they did. So that'll be exciting. And then we will have, I don't know his name. Hold on a second.
You look for that. Yeah, Dan, they've definitely upgraded the 28-inch now. But yeah, the 22 is great too. I've got a couple of them.
It is. I know the name of his company, but I want to get his actual name. It's Derek. I can't see it because StreamYard doesn't let me see it. Let me go to YouTube for a second. It's Derek from Pool Boy Rubs. I do know that's the company. Let's get that out and get that over with. But I'm trying to figure out. He sent me his name because that's what the names the show's under. But unfortunately, when I pull it up in StreamYard, it just gives me Derek ... But anyway, so that's who's going to be on the show. Derek from Pool Boy Rubs. He's going to be on. He is a small rub manufacturer and seasoning manufacturer. We're talking like going to like events like farmers markets and stuff like that. So he's kind of but he does have online and stuff like that. So that's awesome. So we're going to have him on. It's sometimes good to have the small guys on along with the bigger guys. And then the week after, we get the next 2 weeks, it will be March 5th. We will have, unless he's forgotten, the one, the only Stretch Rumner will be on here on March 5th.
No relation.
No relation at all. But anyway, so that should be an interesting. Show.
Team Smoking Ghost and Rack Masters, yes, and some other great rubs out there.
Yeah, it's good to see Paul Buab on here. So it's good to see Mike Ayula. It's good to see some of the old family names and Dan Dickey, the ambassador to the Great White North up there in Wisconsin. So it's good to see all the old names and the new ones like Happy Pappy Pepper Company.
He says it's come from a reputable spice company.
I hope so.
Yeah. All right, guys.
If they weren't reputable, he probably wouldn't be saying.
We will see you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday. And remember, Thursday night barbecue chat on Facebook, Instagram. Though Instagram, you only get an hour. So make sure I'm going to have to make it good in that first hour. I don't know why it does that. So anyway, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for Thursday night barbecue chat. And we will see you next week.
Yeah.
Ryan will wear a different colored t-shirt.
Nope.
He does it on purpose.
I don't have an outro either. So, all right, guys, take care. We will see you next Thursday.
Get over to it. Well, let's do it since we'll go support our sponsors, which are at the beginning of the show. But then get the Boars Night Out, barbecue supplies, BBQ Chat 10. Get yourself 10% off Boars Night Out products, and then get over to Fat Cow Jerky. It is also amazing jerky. I do love their mango habanero. I love the maple breakfast, and I love the original. Didn't you ever? Oh, you never got a box, did you?
No.
Well, I don't know. He was supposed to send one out to you. I don't know what happened.
Happy Pappy Pepper Powder. Thanks for promoting us. We appreciate that. Yeah, guys. Every time you come here, if you're watching the show, and I know I'm saying this at the end of the show, so it's like the worst time to say it, but hit the share button. Or if you're watching this later, hit the share button. Share us.
We'll have to start that. We'll have to start doing that.
Start off with that.
Yeah, but anyway, so get your BBQ Chat 10 at Boars Night Out and Fat Cow Jerky. I do like the Fat Cow Jerky. So anyway, so these sponsors are really coming through this year. And I know I was talking to Ashley, and I guess they have a way to capture people who use the BBQ Chat 10 on the Boars Night Out, so they can capture that. And he's thinking that they may end up doing like once a month. People that use the discount code and they capture, they'll do a raffle for some kind of Boars Night Out stuff, like either gift pack of rubs or a hat or a shirt, or maybe
look at that though. That's just anything.
Maybe one of these fancy schmancy hoodies. Like I doubt that. But anyway, this is the best. I'm telling everybody, this is the best hoodie on the face of the earth. And so I actually got to send something out to David from Melinda's, because I think Melinda's would probably want to do the same thing. But anyway, so that's at the end of the show too. So if you're at the end of the show and you didn't get the chance to hear that you'd be entering a raffle. If you use BBQ Chat, you're out of luck. You should watch
Chat 10. Let's get it out there right. But
BBQ Chat 10.
All right, y'all. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you later.